In order to win the prize money of the Wilderness Survival Challenge, the contestants didn't even spare any bugs. They also claim that these are charcoal grilled fries, and they are extremely delicious. Look at her expression. Do you believe it? I just didn't expect her to do it for roasting bullfrogs. All the shelters were set on fire. Is it really okay to celebrate like this? Hurry up and invite the director to get to know it together. Fernanda took part in the Wilderness Survival Challenge again. She is relatively adapted to life in the desert area. Once crossed the Sonoran Desert alone, one's own ability is definitely there. It's just that the previous challenges didn't go smoothly. The partner left on the 8th day. Most of the time, I faced it alone. I hope this partner can stay with me until the end. I've claimed to be the last Viking. Survival in the wild is as simple as breathing. Show off your skills well in front of the camera. Look at how he eats and drinks well by hunting. He can't wait to take on the challenge. It sounds extremely impressive. It's just that the environment here is not familiar. Are you sure you can really overcome the challenge? Fernanda has taken part in the challenge. Knowing is not something that an ordinary person can handle. One must always maintain this humble state of mind. Soon the two successfully met up. I didn't expect that his partner was participating for the second time. I admire this very much myself. Fernanda saw that I didn't seem very intelligent. I wonder if the challenge will go smoothly. Let's first see what tools the contestants have brought. Fernanda is still that familiar machete. Hope this can bring good luck. I've, on the other hand, brought fishing tools. He is confident that he can fill his stomach here. In addition to the tools brought, the program team provided additional pots and igniters to prevent the contestants from being eliminated early due to their poor performance. Now, bypass the rocks and head to the camp. There are many cliffs here that require a detour. There are quite a few dangers lurking in the jungle. I don't know if the contestants have signed their insurance policies. Now, they have to overcome the dual threats of weather and biology. Try to endure as completely as possible until the end day. If they have a climbing rope to go up, there is no need to waste time taking a detour there. I wasn't even interested in how tired he would be next. I was full of confidence in myself. The surrounding plants are covered with thorns. Every step taken is a test of the skin on the feet. I'm already quite satisfied to be able to avoid the red. This minor difficulty was considered okay by the two of them, walking over slowly, chatting and laughing. The environment here is a little strange to them. Fortunately, Fernanda knows a lot of plants. Some will cause allergies at the slightest touch. Try to take a detour away from them as much as possible. This also led to a significant increase in the distance. It could have been arrived in an hour originally. I was forced to be walked away by them for 2.5 hours. The body was extremely tired. There's a water source not far ahead. To save time and energy, we can't take a detour there anymore. Enter directly into the rock area. Fortunately, the two of them just managed to squeeze in. Plus, there are no overly complicated circuits here. Soon they passed through the rock area smoothly. Fernanda was extremely excited the moment she saw the water.
We got water!
As long as the shelter at the back is set up, she feels that she has one half of the challenge. The two have different opinions on a shelter. Fernanda thinks the more exquisite, the better. I've thought that being habitable was already good enough. After some discussion between the two, it was decided to adopt a sloping camp. It is covered with leaves on top for waterproofing. I was very satisfied with the environment here. It is particularly suitable for long-term living. One can tell at a glance that there are many fish in this pond. He is confident that he can fill his stomach. In order to set up the shelter, a lot of effort has been put into it. The temperature at night will drop a lot. Light the fire in advance. Bring some water over later, boil it, and drink it. Fortunately, I've helped with the felling and transportation. I originally thought everything would go smoothly. If there are no unexpected circumstances, something unexpected is coming. Why didn't Fernanda ever think of that? Cutting down a tree can cut off one's foot. This knife technique is indeed something. A little further in, the tendon will break. Call the doctor to come and have a look right away. It's only the first day, and I got injured. It's hard to imagine what will be encountered later. The doctor didn't think the problem was very big. It'll be fine after 3 stitches. Just be careful not to get the wound infected. Try not to do vigorous exercise. Good grief. We got into a dire situation right from the start. All the pressure is on Ive. Hope Fernanda will get better. It feels nice to lie on the leaves at night. As long as there are no snakes, that's fine. It seems as if something has been passing by. They were so scared that they dared not fall asleep at all. On closer inspection, it looks like a bobcat. It's even more impossible to sleep now. Hardly slept all night. The mental states of the two were very poor. Fernanda has taken part in the challenge. It is very clear about the importance of sleep. One can only explore nearby. Hope to find something useful. I found that there were a bit too many spiderwebs here. It would be bad if bitten suddenly. Only moss can be used for a while. Fernanda had difficulty getting up after her leg was injured. She doesn't want to win by relying on her partner. I also try my best to do some work myself. Try to make some tree bark into a rope. This way, it is more resilient when rubbed. Then use this to fix the wound. The effect is good. Now I can walk. Ive is still addicted to collecting moss. He thought that in this way, he would surely have a good sleep. 4 survival challenges in the wild. I'm not worried at all. The prerequisite is to get enough sleep every night. Otherwise, there won't be any energy to work. It only began to rain at night. The temperature has dropped quite rapidly. It couldn't be resisted by a fire alone. From time to time, raindrops fall. We still need to find some time to perfect the roof. It seems that there is no need to expect to fall asleep tonight. The rain keeps falling without stopping. They could only be trapped in the shelter. The body can still hold out with difficulty. Fortunately, the rain stopped in the afternoon. They still have time to collect materials. First, optimize and upgrade the shelter. Try your best to prevent the rain from coming in again. It would be even better if food could be encountered when collecting. I was so hungry that he was somewhat questioning life. I must catch a fish to eat later. The best way not to get wet. Just fill in the other side as well. In this way, the rainwater will be diverted. The space inside them is larger. Stock up on more firewood then. Even if the heavy rain keeps falling, I'm not afraid. The idea is quite good. The problem rain comes suddenly. There is not much time left for them to prepare. I often have to take shelter from the rain after working for a while. It greatly affects their survival rhythm. No matter what, it's time to start preparing the food. It has been raining these days. The pond has now become extremely muddy. It's completely unsuitable for fishing. I felt that the fishing gear was white. If only I had come fishing from the very beginning. We have to find other foods. The challenge has reached its 7th day. Ive's physical condition is getting worse and worse. It's not as arrogant as when it first arrived. He still underestimated the environment here. If I could get some food to eat, perhaps one can still pick oneself up again. Now I can only rely on Fernanda to look for food. Based on her many years of experience in survival, there's a chance to stop the fish by setting up a fence here. Just lift the stones up directly on the spot. This is not easy to handle. Hope I can really catch some fish. I've originally intended to help, but I feel dizzy as soon as I stand up. This state is really not right. Although I really want to finish the work together quickly, but I really have no energy to go down and help. Fernanda knew that her partner was not feeling well. She thought she could handle it. Let the partner go back and have a good rest. However, I was very touched in his heart. It's just that he doesn't want to go on like this. Rather than being a burden to the team, it's better to go home early and lie down or rest. Fernanda didn't expect that I've wanted to leave. Good grief. Where did the program team find the people? Why do I always have to take on challenges alone? She was not in the mood to continue comforting. Since I wants to quit the challenge, then leave quickly. Anyway, I'm already used to surviving alone in the wild. In fact, as long as you get through the first week, the days ahead will get better. Unfortunately, most people couldn't hold on. How loudly did I speak when he came? How quiet it is now. It's unknown whether Fernanda can complete the challenge again. Fortunately, I've had set up the shelter before leaving. At least there's a large space for oneself to rest. The remaining days need to be well planned. A thunderclap outside interrupted my train of thought. if it rains every day later. It seems that she has no way to solve it either. We can only take things one step at a time. The challenge has reached the 9th day. After Fernanda lost her partner, it's so cold that one shivers in the rain. It's really too bad. If you don't want to quit the challenge like this, one has to collect more food while going out. Even if there could be some bugs, that would be nice. It's quite perfect if it's this big one. Heat it directly in the pot. It smells a little bad, putting the discomfort in his mouth with great force. Fernanda was almost moved to tears. What merit or ability do I have to enjoy such delicious food? I really want to take it back and share it. The challenge has reached the 12th day. When the water level in the pond drops, you can see what's edible. Fernanda was quite lucky. I found crayfish as soon as I arrived. She wants to attract by bait, but the effect is not very good. I can't catch it directly with my bare hands either. I've been groping around the pond these past few days. There must be food in the water, just not very willing to come. The body is getting weaker day by day. There was at least some food for the last challenge. Now I'll be happy for a long time if a little bug comes. At night, the sounds of cows and frogs could be heard nearby. Perhaps a try can be given. Anyway, it's precious protein. The challenge has reached the 15th day. Fernanda set her target on the bullfrog. They are more flexible than imagined. The person slipped away before arriving. It really made her laugh. The food is clearly in the pool. She just couldn't catch it. The stomach kept rumbling. I was so hungry that I was nodding and feeling dizzy. If this goes on, the body surely won't be able to hold on. What would you do if it were you? The challenge has reached the 19th day. Fernanda was extremely tired. It seems that the day of evacuation is approaching. I've only eaten a few worms these days. By the way, I got some leaves nearby to make tea. It can also provide a little nutrition to some extent. Most of the time, is satisfied by drinking water. It's really not an ordinary person who can come to take part in the challenge. I felt extremely uncomfortable after being hungry for a long time. The contestants got used to going hungry for a long time instead. Is there anything else edible nearby? Only bullfrogs are relatively common. They move relatively slowly at night. Fernanda decided to take a risk. A spear was prepared in advance. The sharp parts are used for hunting. The other one can be used as a torch. She thinks she is really very smart. Take action when night falls. First, light the torch to look for prey. Bullfrogs are too cold to move at night. Fernanda seized the opportunity and plunged hard. I never thought I could escape like this. There are many problems. Anyway, the temperature is low at night and the bullfrogs don't move fast. At worst, just try a few more times. After her efforts, she finally caught the bullfrog. I'm in an extremely good mood. I really want to chew it up in one bite. It's not the time to be happy yet. Hurry up and take it back to roast it. Probably no one expected it. Fernanda's shelter was lit up to celebrate. It's especially festive and lively. The only thing to be glad about is the fire didn't spread to other places. She had no way to put this out. Watch it burn out slowly. Now one can only spend the night under the stones. It's better to be able to evacuate in just a few days. It's okay to make do for a while. Hurry up and get the bullfrogs ready. Transform grief and anger into appetite. Eat the grilled meat in big mouthfuls. Unconsciously, the last day has arrived. Fernanda felt that it was really not easy for her. If there were no fire, she can have a good sleep to face the evacuation. I really don't have much energy now. There is no time to linger on the past. Hurry to the evacuation point and go home. Just walk along the river. It's about 4 kilometers to the canyon. Then climb to the plain below. This challenge can be regarded as completed. Starving for a long time without food replenishment. This leads to having to rest every short distance. I'm really afraid of suddenly losing consciousness and fainting, so she would rather walk slowly and have more rest. Nor will they be in a hurry to evacuate and go home. She didn't want to step on the venomous snake either. No matter how hard we tried, we couldn't guard against the thorns. It feels like no meat can be left out. It was not easy to reach the rock wall area. I got a little injured by accident earlier. If you fall here, you could be buried directly. Fernanda found a crack and went down. I also admire the arrangement of the program team. I'm really curious how they found it. If it weren't for the leg injury, she will travel through it faster. The plane not far ahead is the evacuation point. The moment I saw the car arrive, Fernanda was finally able to breathe a sigh of relief. Complete the challenge alone for the second time. The program team can consider arranging more intense challenges. I just don't know if her partner can accompany her throughout the whole process. Let's look forward to the challenges that follow together.